This is a demonstration of my Placer Tools Best Dam Gold Pan. Dammed because it has a dam. The dam itself has offset tabs on it. This is a prototype, so it's not quite the end product. Tabs are designed to give you a gap at the bottom, which is 3/16 for basically 1/8 material, or a 5/16 gap for 1/4 inch material. You can use it with the dam out. In fact, lots of times I prefer to use it without the dam in place, especially for river run material. It works really quickly and good recovery. Virtually no loss of gold. So for this demonstration, I'll just use some fine classified material. I'll just put a couple of scoops in there and dry that up a bit. I've got a fair amount of gold and black sand in there. So the idea is that the material has to interact with all 4 riffles before being discarded. Dry that guy up a little bit. The side-to-side motion, keeping all the material fluid at all times, gives the gold a chance to sink to the bottom of the riffles and essentially stay there. The heavies you'll find will mostly gravitate to both sides, and as you can see, the lighter material is spilling off the center. Change your angle accordingly just to keep a nice flow of material moving over the riffles. Push the whole pan down into the water when you want to promote a little more material out of the tank area. Lift it up slowly, otherwise you'll flood the material off the end. And not too violent of a motion, otherwise you'll have gold going over the riffles and back into the stream. I found that the recovery of superfine micro gold was really good on this. I learned that I had to take my last little dregs home and lay them out in the sunshine, and because I couldn't see a lot of the gold with the naked eye, I had to put it under the loupe. So it's cleaned up to mostly black sand, so then you invert it, and essentially I'm looking for where the gold is in the riffles as my report card. And I'm constantly looking at the top 2 riffles, and as you can see, I don't think there was one speck of gold in either of those. The back wall, I've put a layer of epoxy in there and carved some riffles in there, and as you can see in the in this diagram. That it's made for left and right-handed people. Riffles on both sides, and then strips. And the idea is to move all your material from one side to the other. Gives you a good chance to look at it before discarding it. I can see a lot of black sands in this material here. So, what do you do with black sands? You take my floating magnet. Get enough water so that the magnetite and the hematite have to actually travel through the water and cleaning itself before it gets to the magnet. Cleanup is nice and easy when it's in a bag. Put a little more water in there. These are the strongest magnets that I can find. They're rare earth N52. I believe the rating on the magnet that's in here is 12 pounds. So there, I've just eliminated a lot of that material, all those heavies out of there. Normally if I'm out in the field, this material would go into a 20-liter pail. It's designed that this does fit sideways. So instead of doing this 20-50 times throughout the day, you're only doing it once at the end of the day. So unless you're curious to see what's there as far as your gold is, that's not a problem. So the other guy is this little one. Cute, isn't he? That's what I thought when I first saw it. I had my nephew make these up for me on a 3D printer. And originally I was going to have a design for what I called a cleanup cup. But after working with this little pan, I thought, what a cute little guy. Fits in your pocket. So if the wife says, honey, we're going for a picnic today, you have to leave your gold pan home. Well, you can hide this guy in your pocket. That's what I'm getting at. So you can do a little sample testing, or if you want to do cleanup at the end of your run, same idea, same motion, just one-handed this time. And as long as you're doing it over a catch container, or in this case a round gold pan, you're never losing anything. And if you want super clean gold, then you just keep tipping it up till you start to lose some into the pan. And you're down to very little black stuff. Which we'll see if any of that stuff is magnetic as well. Yep, a little bit more. So there you have it. Fairly pure gold. You can actually get a little bit of that out of there as well.